Well, work is underway to make Oklahoma City's downtown waterways one of the top fishing spots in the state. And as Doug Warner explains, the news may come as a shock to both you and the fish.
The electrofishing does not harm the fish. It momentarily stuns them. We bring them into the boats.
It looks way too easy. Electrified poles dipped into the water and the fish literally popped to the surface.
Oh, when we were out here electrofishing, we went into these little embayment areas. The water was so thick with shad, or forage fish, that you could walk on their backs and keep your feet dry.
You got a surface of fish out here.
A surface of fish, solid.
A biologist for Oklahoma City, Bob Martin isn't advertising the latest and greatest new way for us to catch fish. It's their way to do research, tag, and to simply conduct a census count of the fish within the waters of, you'll never guess, the Oklahoma River near downtown Oklahoma City. Recently, we took a boat ride down the Oklahoma to watch as city and state wildlife officials gave back to the river.
Especially down here on the river, people just don't know about it. This whole thing is new.
It's so new, we had the whole river to ourselves, if you don't count the massive number of TV, newspaper, and magazine cameras who all crammed onto the same boat to watch a whole new batch of striped bass hybrid released into their new home.
We've got more people on the boat than we got fish in the tank to stock here almost.
Oklahoma wildlife biologist Gene Gilliland certainly doesn't mind the extra attention. In fact, he says it's high time Oklahoma City anglers realize you don't have to burn a full tank of gas to find a good fishing spot anymore.
A lot of times when I show pictures of the fish that we've caught down here that are already here, people say, "You caught that where? The river? Oh man, I didn't even know there was water there." You know, a lot of people are not even aware of what's here yet.
After first shocking the waters to get a proper count.
How long or how soon before somebody can pluck one of these out of the river?
Well, I'm going to say 2 or 3 years.
Biologists are able to calculate just the right amount of these striped bass hybrid to stock in the Oklahoma River near the Meridian Overpass.
You know, it's that field of dreams kind of thing. If you build it, they will come. Well, we've stocked it, and we're getting people calling and saying, "We want to fish the river. How do we get there? Where do we go?"
After stocking the dammed up portions of the river with catfish, black bass, and perch for the last 3 years, the Wildlife Department says their waters are ready, even if the banks aren't.
You know, about 20 years ago, who would have thunk it? Here we are just a couple of miles removed from the Oklahoma City skyline, and this stretch of river is really an angler's dream. But the big problem is how to get from up here to way down there.
That is a question you'd have to ask my city fathers. When will it be built?
Bob's not only talking about the new I-40 crosstown, which will eventually move alongside the river, but all the other docks, boat ramps, and piers which will follow and make this river super accessible.
I'd be really excited to see this packed with fishermen.
And excited when this river eventually becomes yet another way to hook tourists to downtown Oklahoma City. Doug Warner, News 9.
Well, we are told the electric shock is not harmful to the fish. The buzz is just temporary. And gas prices